So you're thinking about making a move down to the beautiful and sunny Phoenix, Arizona area, and you want to know what living in Queen Creek, Arizona is like. Queen Creek is one of the fastest growing cities, not only in Phoenix, not only in Arizona, in the entire United States. So in this video today, this will be a vlog showing you, walking you around. What are some of the things to do? What is it actually like living in Queen Creek? And then at the end, I will pop into 2 neighborhoods, and stay tuned because you are not going to want to miss the last one about what, on the higher end of your budget will get you here in Queen Creek. You will be very surprised. So without further ado, let's get after it right now. So Queen Creek, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it is not only one of the fastest growing cities in Arizona, but in the entire United States. Last year, so there's about 70,000 people that live down here right now, but last year alone, they gained about 7%. And that number is expected to stay the same, if not increase. There we go. And why is that? It is a little bit further out. So if you're, driving to downtown Phoenix or Scottsdale, it's going to be at least 45 minutes depending on which part of Queen Creek you're at. But it's really the affordability that is driving everything. As you'll see once we walk around the first neighborhood, you can get, a single family house in the low 4s, which if you're in Gilbert and Chandler, you are not going to find that at all. So affordability is really one. And 2, honestly, it really feels like it's designed for families. Everywhere, that I've been going, especially today on this tour, there's literally families everywhere. There's parks everywhere. There is, schools everywhere, and everything is literally brand new. Like you can't go anywhere in Queen Creek without seeing brand new houses. So everything is brand new, and it's very, very attractive for especially younger people, first-time home buyers, to move down here into the Queen Creek area. Now, if you are moving down here, what are some things to do? So Queen Creek, it's kind of tucked away. It's right next to Gilbert. Honestly, you cannot tell the difference between Gilbert and Queen Creek. It all literally looks the exact same, especially on the eastern side of Gilbert. But there is actually a lot to do. There's a lot of outdoor stuff to do. It's a very, very active city and a very active community. So one of the first things is the Queen Creek Marketplace. This is a huge, it's like an outdoor, shopping. It's not really a mall, but it's like an outdoor shopping area. They literally have everything. They've got Dave & Buster's, they got a movie theater, Costco's just right up the street. That Costco is actually super nice. They just built it. We used to go there when we lived in Gilbert, and they have like 4 gas pumps. It's absolutely massive inside, and that's saying something for Costco. So the brand new Costco, and again, all this was built within the last 10 years, so everything is brand new. But they got Target, PetSmart, you name it, they got it. They got a ton of food there. In general, Queen Creek doesn't have a lot of niche restaurants, like unique, but at Queen Creek Marketplace, there is an absolute ton there. So definitely go and check that out. There's a ton to do there. Shopping, restaurants, you name it, they got it there. It's absolutely huge. And the nice thing, that is pretty much on the north side of the Queen Creek area. So if you're living, on the northern side of Queen Creek, that's only about 5 to 10 minutes from you. A really good thing that Queen Creek has to offer, and you absolutely must check out if you are down here in the area, is the Queen Creek Olive Mill. This is a really, really cool area. They make their own olive oil, and there's a restaurant there that's a coffee area. They got live music Thursday through Saturday. So it's a really, really cool area to go just hang out. Oh my gosh, just walking up, it smells absolutely amazing. But I couldn't believe how packed it was. It was a Friday afternoon, and it was so busy with how many people are there, just enjoying the beautiful fall and winter weather that we have down here. So if you're in the area, you definitely got to go check out the olive oil area. They have a tour on how they make it, and they also have, there's a Prosecco tour as well if you're more into that. So definitely go check that out. That is one of the main things to do here in the Queen Creek area. Now, like I said at the start of this video, this is a very, very outdoor and active city. So one of the really cool things about Queen Creek, it kind of still feels like you're in like the western area, right? So there's an equestrian and horseshoe park. It's really cool. They got they have rodeos going on there. There's always events, with horses. You can train your little one to ride a horse, or they got all kinds of rodeo. That is not something that I'm into, but if you are, that is definitely an area that you got to check out. It's really cool that they have it, because you don't feel like you're living in a city of 5 million people when you're down here in Queen Creek. And that when I showed up there, it absolutely blew me away with just how many horses, and it really felt like you're in like the old school Arizona. So definitely something, if you're an outdoors person, you got to check out. And one really cool thing about Queen Creek too, while we're on that, is that there is actually a lot of properties down here that have horse properties. And that is why it's very important for you guys to, pause this video and jot down our contact information below, because we will be able to help find, exactly what you're looking for in your new house down here, because there are actually a lot of ranches where you can have horses on your property. So if you have a house and that is something that's very important to you, again guys, please pause the video, reach out to us. We were absolutely happy to help. We love hearing from you and see how we can help you make your move down to the Phoenix area, because not every area in Phoenix has a horse property right. So there's a ton down in Queen Creek, so definitely reach out to us if that is something that you're interested in. Another really good thing you got to check out if you're down here in the Queen Creek area is the Schnept Farms, especially, you know, if you got little ones. It is free up until 4 p.m. every single day, so you can go check it out. They got all kinds of events all year round, but you know, they have, it's like a pumpkin patch basically. I'm from Nebraska originally. They had Valas there, but you know, it's just a pumpkin patch area. It's actually a peach farm. It's Arizona's largest peach farm. So that is a huge activity there in April time. But they got events all year round. You know, right now it's kind of the Christmas time, so they got winter holiday stuff, they got lights. They have, in October, they have like a pumpkin chili, and you can go there, you can pick your own produce. That's all year round. It's a really cool thing to go check out, and especially during the day, it's free. You can literally just go walk, you can pet goats, you can have your kids jump on like the little trampoline. So it was a really cool thing, and a really, you know, just a nice family activity, you know, no matter who your family is, and it's an amazing spot just to go. You got to go check it out. They have all these like small little shops that you can, you know, they got like roasted peanuts and all stuff like that. They have a really good bakery. They got fudge there. It's really cool. You definitely got to go check out the Schnept Farms, and that's down in the southeast part of Queen Creek. One of the last things that you absolutely have to check out if you live down here in the Queen Creek is the Mansell Oasis Center, the park center, whatever. It's all the same. It's really cool. They have you know, a playground just up at the top of the hill, but especially if you're a fisherman, right? We talked at the beginning of this video, it's a very outdoor active city. You can come and fish actually in this lake. It is catch and release, but then they have another lake on the other side of that you can just go and walk around at. Honestly, one really cool thing that Queen Creek did is that right behind me, it's going to be kind of hard to see, it's just right over this hill. Trail basically goes through the entire Queen Creek area, so you can always go and, you know, walk on it or bike on it. It's really cool that it has that because it's really flat down here. So if you love to bike, you can go for miles on this thing. It goes all the way down into Santan Valley. So it's really cool that they have, you know, the paved area for bikers as well as for walkers. So an amazing spot, you know, for you to go for walks or take your dog or anything like that. It's a really cool that of just how much of an outdoor activity area Queen Creek has, and they definitely embrace it. It's really cool. Now, if you guys have watched this channel before, you guys know I love to play golf. That is one thing if you're moving down to Queen Creek, they really don't have a ton of. They have Las Colinas, and honestly, that's about it. If you want to play golf and you want to live down here, you got to go over to like Power Ranch, which is in Gilbert. Toca Sticks, it's on the reservation, but it is technically, you know, part of like Gilbert. Otherwise, you got to go south into Santan Valley, down into like Johnson Ranch, as well as Post and Butte. Those two last ones are going to be a little bit expensive. Same with Power Ranch. So Toca Sticks, that'd be a really good course, you know, if you want to play more consistently. Las Colinas, it's like a parkland style. It kind of has a desert feel, but it's mainly parkland style. Definitely, I have not played it yet. I've heard a couple people say it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's a city course. So definitely go check it out. But that is one thing if you are living down here, there's not a ton of golf course. And honestly, while we're speaking of that, you know, Queen Creek, it is kind of really difficult getting in and out of. So if you live, especially in the southeast part of Queen Creek, it's all stoplights. It's all, you know, 2 and 3 lane roads, but it all has stoplights getting in and out. So if you're living down in like the southeast part, it's going to take you 10 to 15 minutes to get up, you know, and onto the 202. One nice thing it does actually have is that it is really close to Mesa Gateway Airport. That's only about 10 to 15 minutes depending on where you're at in Queen Creek. So that is really close, easy access. They kind of fly into more of like niche cities, so like Bozeman, Montana, Cedar Rapids, you know, kind of cities that are a little bit smaller that not, you know, Delta or Southwest or United go into. So like Allegiant flies out of there, that's a big one. Sun Country's out of there. That is really nice, but if you fly to like Sky Harbor often, you know, Queen Creek might not be the place for you because that's going to be at least probably 50 minutes, if not longer, depending on traffic. So it's a little bit far, but you know, one really nice thing if you are living down here in Queen Creek, if you don't have to leave, it's amazing. The schools are really good. There's basically no crime. Everybody's super giving. So that area is really nice, and everything's brand new. You know, so shopping malls, restaurants are new, houses are brand new. They can't build houses fast enough. So just some things to consider. You know, Queen Creek isn't for everybody, but it's one of the fastest growing cities for a reason. It's an amazing spot to live. It's just a little bit longer commute times if you are having to go other areas of the Phoenix Valley. So without further ado, that kind of wraps it up for you know, the things to do. I will take you through, you know, just a quick neighborhood tour of 2 neighborhoods, one at more of the starter end and then one a little bit higher, so that way you can kind of get your ideas flowing on what do neighborhoods look like and then how much do houses cost. So without further ado, let's pop into our first neighborhood in the southern part of Queen Creek now. All right, so we are at our first stop here in Queen Creek, and we are all the way down on the southern half. Honestly, we're like border of the Santan Valley and Queen Creek. So the really nice part about living down here in Queen Creek is it's very affordable. Your dollar goes a long way. So there's a couple homes for sale in this particular neighborhood that are over 2,500 square feet, and you know the taxes are only about $1,800 for the entire year. So it's really, really cheap to live here. Low HOAs. These particular homes, like these are in the low fours at the time of this recording. So don't expect that trend to stay, you know, forever. Queen Creek, with just how busy and you know how many people are moving here, we're definitely not expecting to, you know, see these prices remain where they are. So that's why you got it. If you're thinking about making a move, it might be better sooner rather than later. That way you're not priced out of whatever home, you know, type of home that you're looking at. So again, pause the video and again, reach out to us. But one really nice thing about all these neighborhoods, you know, they're only about 15 years old, at the most 20 years old maybe, you know, for some particular neighborhoods. But again, everything is brand new. They're doing such a good job with how they're planning and building these communities, because there's, you know, green spaces everywhere. There's walking paths all throughout the neighborhoods. There's community pools in some of them. And again, you get all of those amenities for only about $75 to $80 every single month in HOA fees. So it's just so nice that, you know, they're starting to incorporate this in every single, you know, neighborhood. You know, again, one thing just to note with Queen Creek is that if you are thinking about moving down here, it took me about 20 minutes to get from the northern side of Queen Creek all the way down to the southern half. So, and it's all, you know, just stoplights and, you know, 2 to 3 lane traffic. So there's no highway getting in and out of here for right now. So if you are working like in the Phoenix area, do not move to the wrong area of Queen Creek, because you are going to be stuck in traffic and you are not going to like where you live at all. So, but you know, once you're down here, it's so amazing. It's so quiet. One of the really nice things is that you have the Santan Mountains right behind you. And I forgot, in the things to do, definitely one of the huge highlights about Queen Creek is Santan Mountains that are right there. You can go hiking, you can go mountain biking. So again, if you're an outdoor activity, Queen Creek is definitely going to be an amazing spot for you because of how many activities there are. But you know, one really nice thing that I like about this neighborhood, everybody just keeps their stuff in really, really good condition. Their front yards, you know, always tamed, and you know, the houses are in good shape as well. So there are amazing neighborhoods all over Queen Creek, and again, that's why it is so important. Do not move to the wrong area. Pause the video, jot down our contact information below. Also, if you like this video so far, make sure you click the like button and comment down below. I want to know what your thoughts are so far about, you know, what are the things to do here in Queen Creek, but also what you think of this particular neighborhood. Jot down your comments down below. And so without further ado, let's go to our final and, you know, on the upper end of Queen Creek, about what that gets you and what some of those neighborhoods look like here in Queen Creek. All right, so we are at our last stop in Queen Creek, and we are in the Cortina neighborhood. This is definitely, without a doubt, one of the most sought after neighborhoods in the entire Queen Creek area. Not only is the location really, really good because you're on the most northern side of Queen Creek, so it's really easy, you know, a lot easier getting in and out versus, you know, where we just were in the southern half. But one of the best parts about this is, honestly, this is probably the greenest neighborhood I have seen, honestly, probably in the entire Phoenix Valley. It is so green with just all the parks that they have, even like people's lawn. Almost everybody has grass, at least somewhere in their yard. Again, one of the best things about Queen Creek is just how low the taxes are for now. So there's a house in here that's available for sale, $725,000, and it is, you know, over 3,000 square feet, absolutely massive. The taxes are only $2,800. Guys, that's for the entire year. So the taxes make it very, very, very affordable, that you can have, you know, a home on the higher end of your budget and not have to worry about paying, you know, $7,000, $8,000 a year in taxes. Now, with all the greenery that this neighborhood has, you're probably thinking the HOAs are gonna be like $300 or $400 a month, because they're only $100, and you get, you know, all the walking and biking trails, you get, you know, the community pool, all the playgrounds, everything. That's all taken care of for $100 a month. Like, it's just crazy. That is one of the best parts about Queen Creek, is just how affordable it is and how much further your dollar goes. I mean, just look at, guys, look at some of these houses. They're absolutely massive. I'm getting blinded by the sun, but they're absolutely massive. And what's really, really cool is just, you know, as I've been, you know, in this neighborhood in the past and, you know, driving around tonight, no, all I've seen is, you know, kids out, you know, playing at the playground, no parents, right? They're just there with their bikes. That just kind of goes to show like the safety of what, you know, how safe the Cortina neighborhood is. But, you know, I also see like, you know, dads throwing, you know, baseball pitches to their kids. You see, you know, mom and dad shooting with their, shooting basketball hoops over at the park with their kids. So like, it's just a very, very young, very alive, and, you know, just an amazing neighborhood. Like, it's so hard to, I'm gonna get blinded by the sun if I keep going, but it's just such an amazing neighborhood. So the best part about this Cortina neighborhood too is you can get homes on the lower end for about like $450, and you can go all the way up to $800,000-$900,000. So it's very diverse. If you have the ability, this is a neighborhood you absolutely must look at. It's just so pretty. It's so well taken care of. The location is really good for Queen Creek. and you're also walking distance within 2 schools, the elementary school and the high school. So I grew up walking to, you know, my schools. I was always running late, which is kind of funny because I lived like 2 minutes from the school walking. But it's really nice that this neighborhood has that aspect, because not a lot of neighborhoods in Phoenix, you know, you get that, right? So especially, you know, that you can get in for all prices. This is a neighborhood you absolutely must look at if you're looking to move here in Queen Creek. So guys, I really hope that this vlog was helpful. Comment down below. I want to know your thoughts. A, what are your thoughts about these 2 neighborhoods? You know, B, what are some of the, you know, what have you heard about Queen Creek, or are you even thinking about moving here? And then C, where are you coming from? If you're moving from, like I did, from the Midwest, comment down below. I want to know what state you are. I'm a Cornhusker. I grew up in Nebraska. So if you are coming from Nebraska, go Big Red. But yeah, comment down below. I want to know where you're from. And guys, again, if you like this video, make sure you click the like button and check out the other videos on our channel. We cover everything there is to know about moving to Phoenix and some of the surrounding areas, giving you an idea, boots on the ground, of what this beautiful, amazing city has to offer. So guys, that is it for this video. Again, pause the video. Our contact information is down below. We want to help you. Moving here from Nebraska has absolutely changed my life, my wife's life. We absolutely love it here. So we want to help you, and you change your life in here to the beautiful and sunny Phoenix, Arizona area, guys. So that is it for our Queen Creek vlog. Check out our other videos, and we'll talk with you soon.